Are you interested in buying yourself some rainbow LGBT merch? Like t-shirts, hoodies, and jackets? Go click the link in my description box now and get some awesome discounts from 20% up to 65% off. They offer you free worldwide shipping on orders over $39.90. So, what are you waiting for? Link in the description.
Queer culture is dressing like an oversized toddler, a goth cartoon character, or a time traveler who doesn't care if they really fit in or not. That's it!
Well, TikTok, I found this canvas flying around my backyard, so I knew I had to paint. And in my last video, I mentioned that I was going to do pride-themed paintings, and a lot of you requested the bi flag. But I'm not doing that. Instead, I'm going to do something based on the lesbian flag. I'm taking two of the main colors from that flag and using them as color splotches in the background of a figure drawing. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to get those colors nailed down. And I actually almost gave up, but I persevered and kept going with it. Maybe that was a sign that I should have given up, but whatever, I did it anyways. No one ever said I was smart. I decided that I desperately had to do this painting today because at a barbecue that I was at this afternoon, a bunch of old men lectured me. What did they lecture me on, you may ask? Well, they said that the youth today is just too gay. I swear to God, you can't even make this stuff up. I was flabbergasted, so I sat there and took it the whole time, like trying not to fight anyone because you can't fight old men. They're crazy. Sorry if there's any old men watching this. But I really practiced my line work for this painting. I'm actually kind of proud of what I produced because the lines are actually pretty clean. And the final product is the female figure over the deconstructed flag. If you're interested, give me a follow because the next one's going to be based on the bi flag.
So here's the thing, I'm gay all of the time, 24/7, 365, I am a total homo. Because of that, I forget that sometimes I'm not supposed to be gay because it makes other people uncomfortable, particularly straight men. And so today, I walk into my gym locker room, totally homoed out, and I get to the locker and the guy like several down is like, ugh, and like pulls his pants back up and like waddles away. Sir, number one, let me just dispel a myth for you. Like, I am in complete control of my sexual impulses. And even if I were to find Bigfoot attractive, you would be fine because I am in charge of what is happening right here. Number two, on the basis of effort alone, you could never. There are more steps in my skincare routine than you take in most days. I mean, I'm so grateful that you climbed down out of your deer stand to come in here and wash off the dough pee and scrub the gunk off of your taint. But please, rest assured, you are not what I am aiming for. You are safe, my friend.
Hey, how do you identify? Oh, aromantic. Oh, what's that? Oh, basically, I just don't have a desire to have a romantic relationship. No, you haven't found the right person. There is no right person. That's kind of the point. I don't want to be in a romantic relationship with anyone. I mean, platonic relationships sound great. I love those. Oh, so you're asexual. Like a plant? Okay, first of all, that is not what asexual is. And second, no, I'm aromantic, not asexual. They're different. This is just so sad. You're gonna be alone forever. No, I actually have kids. My best friend lives with me. I'm not alone. Yeah, but you'll never love. Not romantically, but I love a lot of other people and things. But that's not love. You're right. Let me go tell my kids that you said I don't love them. Okay.
I'm so cool. I'm so cool. Everyone be like, V, she's so pretty. It's they, them. Don't misgender people. Don't forget your own fucking gender, you idiot.
My cis friend made me feel so loved and respected the other day because we were calling on the phone and he was like, do you still go by they, them? And I'm like, yeah. And I also go by fair, fairs. And he was like, well, which do you prefer? And then I was like, well, honestly, my neo pronouns, but like, I also go by they, them because I know that neos can be really hard for people. And then he immediately started practicing my neopronouns and making sure that he knew how to pronounce them and how to use them in a sentence. And he heard me when I was talking about what I love about neopronouns. And he told me that he really sees how these pronouns make sense for who I am. And then he sent me this.
Alright, here's a part 3. This one's on gender.
Now, the next aspect of this is gender. It works the same way. We used to think of gender and sex as synonymous, but these days we use these two words differently. Sex is biological, gender is how you identify yourself and your experience. I am biologically male, and I identify myself as a man. Let's say that's me right there. And then this is me identifying myself as a man. So my sex and gender are on the same side of the spectrum. But there are people whose sex and gender are not the same. As a first hypothesis, scientists thought there might be a male brain, shown here, and a female brain. Voila. So perhaps a person could have a male brain in a female body and a female brain in a male body, or the other way around. But there are people who identify as both genders, or neither gender, or a combination of the two. And it turns out you can't identify the gender of a brain just by looking at it. Gender is like sex. It's on a spectrum.
I'll be damned if I listen to facts about the mouth of a man with an unwashed ass. Look, slick talk been my specialty, especially since you wanted to.
That's what the stripe is. That's what the point of.
So I have a question for non-binary lesbians. So if the person who I stitched sees this, or if any other non-binary lesbian sees this, please respond, because I'm genuinely curious. We have two things established that I think me and the non-binary lesbians agree with, and that's that a lesbian is a non-man loving a non-man, and the second one is that pronouns don't equal gender, so he, him lesbians and they, them lesbians are totally valid, which they are. Now, all that being said, here's my question. So we have this person here. This person identifies as non-binary. He uses he, him pronouns because pronouns don't equal gender. And also because pronouns don't equal gender, he is also a lesbian. I do agree that he is a non-binary lesbian. I think that physical appearance also has a role in what makes a lesbian, even though he is not a man. I have no intention to offend, I just think the spectrum of gender and sexuality is so fluid and complex, so I want to know what you think, non-binary lesbians.
What's up, baby Drew?
How'd you respond to these messages?
Well, you have my full attention.
I want to shotgun your like it's my fourth White Claw.
Sure.
I want you to power drive my
Mm-hmm.
and I want to murder that like it's Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai.
God.
How would you respond?
You know, I just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Elmo's not going to play with Zoe anymore. This play date is over. Wait, where are you going? Alaska. It's faster if you drive.
Oh, you look so cute sitting there doing absolutely fucking nothing, bitch! Get your ass up! Get your ass up! What has...
It really is so concerning to me that when people come out to their parent, they'll say, I'm gay, I'm bisexual, I'm pansexual, I'm trans, whatever the beautiful case may be, and the ugly, stupid parent will literally sit there and say, no, you're not. Listen to me, you chupacabra. You're gonna get sent to a nursing home long enough for another pandemic to hit, and you're gonna be suffering. So why don't you calm down and love your child unconditionally?
So Mastercard thought it was important to create a card that trans and non-binary people can use to have their chosen name versus their birth name. And honestly, it's amazing. Watch this incredible commercial.
If you're transgender, a secure payment means paying for something without being judged, questioned, disrespected, humiliated, harassed, even assaulted, simply because the name on your card doesn't match how you identify. This is about more than just keeping a card safe. It's about keeping us safe. True Name by Mastercard. The first card that allows you to display your chosen name, because that's who you truly are.
Tomatoes are my favorite fruit.
I mean, personally, I prefer limes.
I personally prefer onion and lemon.
All those are fine if you're into soft stuff, but I prefer some crunch.
This whole Stitch chain seems to have turned into some sort of bizarre trans TikTok competition for dominance. So I need to remind you all that this was never a competition. Only one person here is in charge. And that person is me.
Oh, hey Josh, welcome back. How was your weekend? Oh man, it was messy. I had some random dude come over and paint the walls of my man cave. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were gay. What?
Now, what would you do if everybody you hooked up with was in the same room?
What do you mean, if? Happens all the time. It's called a lesbian wedding. I have another one in 3 weeks. It's a whole ass mess. And I gotta bring a gift.
On today's episode of Lesbian Ghost Hunting. Today, we're exploring the Victorian farmhouse of a female poet who exclusively wrote sonnets about flowers she liked to stick her fingers in. I guess she was big into gardening. She would use this house as an oasis, an escape from the many stresses of her life on Fire Island. Here, she and 8 of her closest female friends, who all had really short hair, but it's fine, would stick their fists within each other to keep warm for their husbands, who were busy at a local bathhouse for young, hairless men that was known as the Glory Hole, because it's where they would revel in God's glory. If you listen real close, you might just hear Emily No Dickinson recite some of her ghostly poetry. Ooh, I want to finger Lily. You want to finger a lily? A true botanist. No.
Don't you dare disobey me, Coraline! Ah!
Hey, you mind if I come in really quick? I wanted to talk to you. Yeah? Okay. I guess first of all, I just want to say sorry for leaving abruptly this morning. As you could tell, I wasn't feeling the best after what happened last night. I feel better now. I got some water, I got some rest, and I got some food in my system, so I'm feeling a lot better. But the other reason why I kind of left abruptly was because I was nervous, and I guess I still am nervous right now. I've never confessed my feelings to someone like that, let alone a guy. So this is new territory for me. This is foreign territory. Which is why I'm so scared to, talk to you about this right now, because I've never had any of these feelings for anybody. And I guess leading into that, I want to formally apologize, formally apologize for what happened that one night when I pushed you away. I hate myself now for it. I hated myself back then for it. And I just want you to know how sorry I am. I feel awful. I don't know what it is about myself where the people closest to me end up being the ones pushed away by me, because I get so uncomfortable and I feel like I don't deserve some things, but I want to change that. And going into that, I know I don't deserve your forgiveness for anything that I did. But like I said this morning, I really like you. I feel happy around you. I feel happy with you right now. I don't know what it is. Even when we are on rocky terms or when we aren't, you know, in a good place, I still get that feeling in my stomach where I just want to be around you, and I don't know what it is. So I guess I'm asking you for another chance. I want to do this the right way. Again, I know you probably don't need to answer right now. I know I'm giving you a lot of information. I'm bombarding you with a lot of info, but you have my number. You know where I live. But in the meantime, I just want you to know that how sorry I am, and I hope I get another chance to make this right, because you do mean a lot to me. So I'll leave you be.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Sheen really did something with this.
Boob. Shit. Black is really your color.
That's a nice baseball you got there. You got another one of those to match?
I do, actually.
I'd like to see both of them.
All right, you can hold this one. Close your eyes.
Bro, I feel like you're gonna hit me in the nuts somewhere.
Open.
Bro, you mean it?
Will you be my best friend for time and eternity?
I will, bro.
I don't know if time and eternity is a term. I made that up. Sounds like something Buzz Lightyear would say. Would you be in a relationship with Buzz Lightyear?
No.
Why not?
Because Buzz Lightyear's bald.
You know what pisses me the fuck off about JK Rowling is the fact that she's using me as like a fucking transphobic talking point. She's like, I'm not transphobic, I'm just worried about the lesbians. I don't need your fucking worry. You know what I need? Girl dick! So why don't you mind your fucking business?
My name is Teresa Catuto. I was born with a gift. I talk to the gays. First of all, every month is Pride Month, okay? They think they can limit us to 1 month? You kidding me? Every month of every year, Pride. The government says we're getting rid of masks. What's next, Fims? I'm just messing with you. What can I say? I'm a medium. I'm sensing that you're sick of all these fake-ass companies promoting Pride during Pride Month. Like, bitch, where were you the other 11 months out of the year? Catch me outside, chick-filla. If Disney is so supportive of the LGBTQ community, then when are they gonna release the fact that Queen Elsa is actually gay? They can make all this money selling Pride merch, but they can't give us one goddamn leading gay character. Just say that she's a lesbian. Give her a love story. She's a queen and not a princess for a reason, honey. Okay? Half of the cast of The Bachelorette. Gay, 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 gay. You're all gay. And my love here, we stand you. Welcome to the club. Flo, lesbian, Uniqua, and Pablo, gay, 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 gay. I'm sensing that you're sick of the fact that everyone is so supportive of gay rights, but the minute they see two guys kissing on a TV show, it's too much in their face. Bitch, do you know how much heterosexuality has been rubbed in our faces our entire lives? Oh wait, so they admit they don't like a sexuality being rubbed in their face that doesn't belong to them. I got it, Denise, I'll write that down. And now, the most important thing that we all need to do together is to unite to free our queen. Brittany, you saved us, now we're gonna save you.
So are you ready to go back in? What do you mean? Pride Month is ending. We gotta go back in the closets. I don't think that's how Pride works. Oh, you must be new. Okay, so June is Pride Month, right? But every other month is just like, take it back month. But I was just starting to be happy being me for the first time. Wah! The Great Gay Migration is starting. We gotta go find warmer closets to last till next summer. Okay, sure. How do I know where to go? Oh, easy. Just find a pride parade, start at the end, walk it backwards, straight into the closet. And what are we all gonna do back in the closet? Well, not much. It's mainly just that sad song from Toy Story 2 playing, just like, when somebody loved me. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Well, you can't just be gay all the time. What if you become more gay than human? I think I'm just gonna be a person and see how that works. You should get some help.
Things I saw at NYC Pride. Ace Dinosaur. PP Desserts. This Queen. A Straight.
Thank you all for coming to the NB convention. Before we open up the floor, let's go ahead and take some roll. Great value Ace Ventura.
Here.
Thank you. Person who will explode if they feel like anybody is perceiving their physical form.
Here.
Thank you. Person who dresses in all black, which gives them the illusion of style, but in reality it's because they don't know how to put colors together.
Here.
Thank you. Someone's bisexual awakening. Thank you. It's not 2008 anymore, no matter how much you want it to be.
Yo.
That last one was less of a roll call and more of an intervention.
Are you black? Yes, I am.
Okay, before I get this talking point up out of here, I don't want to hear anybody ever make this argument ever again.
No, first of all, I'm transracial. You know how there's transgenders and all that stuff, you know? I'm transracial.
Nope, these two concepts are not the same. Transracial has been historically used to describe the living experiences of children who are adopted by parents of another race. People began using it very incorrectly after Rachel Dolezal used it to justify her becoming black, even though she was raised by her biological parents who were white and all her first living experiences were that of a white person. She essentially completely misused the term, which left the door open for people to make very idiotic arguments in the future.
I mean, why can't you do it with genders, but can't do it with race?
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. Your race or ethnicity is based on your ancestry. It's not assigned at birth like gender is. You can pretty confidently determine the race that a child's going to be based on the parents. You can't do that with gender. There are medically recognized terms like genders for it to understand the psychology behind transgender people. There is no such science behind whatever you're describing, because as we found out before, your use of transracial is incorrect. You also cannot choose to be transgender, whereas the incidences you can point to of people being, quote, transracial are all white people who just decided one day to be black. Not only does that belittle the experiences of the adopted children the term is meant to represent, it also belittles the experience of the black people who cannot choose to be black or white. And your comparison to transgender people belittles their experience because they do not choose to be transgender.
What are they gonna say? They're gonna say me being transracial is racist? Alright, then you being transgender is sexist.
No, but you incorrectly using the term transracial in order to point out some hypocrisy in supporting transgender people is transphobic. Also, your hypothetical quote about me being transracial is racist, so being transgender is sexist makes no sense considering gender and sex are two completely different things.
For the community who's saying, oh my god, we're so oppressed, but aren't you the one who's canceling people?
Hey, you may have to live every single day with people not wanting to accept anything about who you are, but guess what? I said something homophobic and got canceled, so really you're not oppressed, I
can use your logic every day of the week. You're not gonna like it because you know I'm right, and you know you're wrong, and you know I'm black.
So essentially, until you can get a medical backing behind your condition, find a correct word to describe it, get your skin color reassignment surgery, get some sort of black hormonal treatment that doesn't exist, and be ready and willing to live every single day of your life as a black person, you're not black. You're just an idiot.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow.